What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll keep this video short and sweet. I just wanted to run through a few recent updates. I did just upload an 8-minute Bloomberg interview that just occurred with Ripple CEO. If you were able to catch the full interview, it's only 8 minutes long. There was a bunch of good information in there discussing the overall crypto outlook by Brad Garlinghouse, discussing Tokyo is a crypto hub, also discussing the Ripple US dollar stablecoin, and then I'll just read this quote right here from the interview of Brad Garlinghouse. The United States SEC has sued a lot of companies in this space, and rather than doing the work that the Japanese regulators have done in codifying and creating a framework, they've just sued people. That's not really a great way to regulate an industry. So we know Ripple the company is a decacorn company valued at over $10 billion. They also say in this interview they have 900 employees and 40% of their transaction volumes is in the Asian Pacific region. Alright, next up, so we've talked about ASI. This is the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, a partnership between SingularityNet with AGIX, we have Fetch AI or FET, and then Ocean. So all of these tokens are coming together as a merge, and it's essentially FET, and they're changing the ticker to ASI. So for those holding AGIX and Ocean, you can actually merge that and bridge that over into FET, and then the ticker change is going to be coming up soon. And this is pretty interesting. We can see that they're actually going to be launching the native FET or ASI token on top of Cardano. So really just expanding its cross-chain capabilities. If you want to watch a really good interview with the CEO and founder of Fetch AI, we have Tony over at Thinking Crypto. He had a great interview over 50 minutes long about 4 months back. All in Crypto does a great job as well, and there is a lot of speculation on if we're going to see an altcoin reach a $1 trillion market cap, because as of today, only Bitcoin has. So there's a really big focus on AI specifically with the EU AI Act, and since ChatGPT and large language models, legislation has been moving very quickly in Colorado, the US, UK, and throughout the EU. We can see shared by Casper 2 days ago, the first ever legally binding AI treaty is up for signing by major countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, and the EU, a big step for protecting human rights and encouraging responsible AI innovation. We also have right here some pending AI legislation in California, so CA SB 1047. So I'm definitely interested in Prove AI. We can see their patent is pending. I've been looking at different databases, but it might take a year for me to even find a patent, so keeping tabs on that. And we can see on CSPR.live, clicking contracts and looking at Casper Network, and then sorting by the 30-day activity in terms of deployments. So we have this first batch of these AI lots for Grayscale AI. And we can see right here, this was added 2 days ago in just over 45,000 deployments. So we can see right here, this was the first contract that was added a month ago, as soon as this loads for me. And we can scroll down, so we can see the last mints here were 6 days ago, but when we go to the most recent contract, this one has been pumping them out, so this looks like a new contract with more lots. So as we scroll down, these were just added 1 minute ago. And I was just reading through the official Casper Telegram, and you can see that Michael Stoyer, who is a Casper co-founder, said that that was just a pause a few days ago until the next batch of lots are being loaded. So it looks like we are seeing the next batch being loaded right now. And he did say to expect a steady stream of volume coming from Grayscale AI on a regular basis. I want to see this application succeed, and I want to see it scale to many more customers, not just small companies or startups. I want to see Fortune 500s using this. And the reason why I believe that Fortune 500s are going to be using tools, potentially even Prove AI for AI governance, is because of the EU AI Act. We can see right here, selling a prohibited AI product in the European Union could mean paying a fine of over 37 million or up to 7% of a company's total annual revenue. So AI regulation is coming faster than a lot of other tech shifts, and this is going to be a serious thing in the future. And I'm rooting for Prove AI to be one of the winners because AI governance is a serious use case. We have other chains, even Hedera, recently announcing that they're looking at AI governance use cases. So knowing that Prove AI was developed in collaboration with IBM, we know that it's fully compliant. And first mover advantage is really important, so ideally we want to see Prove AI's use with Grayscale AI to be valuable, serve as a proof of concept to attract more and bigger customers. Next up, looking at the Bitcoin monthly price chart, we can see the last 3 bull runs or last 3 liquidity cycles and price action after elections. If we are going to be similar in length for this cycle compared to 2013 to 2017, we should see that first major move or that first monthly candle for Bitcoin anytime between now and May. Will it be shorter? Will it be longer? I'm not sure. So per usual, this is never financial advice, but these are my thoughts, and just looking at Bitcoin dominance, we have yet to see another alt season. Bitcoin dominance is climbing, the momentum is the highest it's ever been. And in a recent video, I shared a list of 49 different altcoins in my TradingView list of about 300 assets, and they have all created new cycle lows. We can see we haven't had a crash, we haven't seen alt season, and that's what I'm waiting for. And right here, looking at the total crypto market cap on the weekly time frame, we can see these trend lines or this internal ascending channel. So we have support, support, March 2020, support. We can even see support here and a back test on the previous cycle top. So since then, we've hit resistance. We've hit resistance when Bitcoin was at an all-time high, and we're holding just around or just below the 50-week moving average. If the crypto asset class is going to get another liquidity cycle, another bull run with potentially Bitcoin drawing major moves and all-time highs as that fifth wave, I expect the crypto asset class to at the very least tap this ascending channel or break into it. The biggest question I have is when. We can see we are under $2 trillion today. The size of the cloud market is $5 trillion. The crypto asset class should be valued higher than the cloud market, especially considering that regulations aren't even in place today. So when regulations are in place, maybe it is, in the future, a very large regulatory-based bull run. Until then, nobody's really interested. We haven't seen alt season because we haven't seen Bitcoin dominance crash. Historically, this is followed by Bitcoin drawing major moves and all-time highs first. So really just watching Bitcoin ranging, sentiment will be low, the market is just overall illiquid, but if and when we see Bitcoin draw its first major move, that is the time to get excited. We have elections as these black vertical lines on the Bitcoin monthly price chart. We can see price action historically after elections, and we have elections coming up in November, and a variety of countries are going to be voting. So we know all the estimates looking at different extensions. We know BCG and the tokenization stats of $16 trillion for a tokenization opportunity. We know Ripple and Medico's projections or predictions for the crypto custody market to be $10 trillion by 2030. This is the decade we need to see something happen. So everybody has a different opinion and a perspective, and that's entirely valid. Nobody knows the future, but you guys know my beliefs, and I'm treating it like hero or zero. I'm talking about the same stuff I did back in 2018, even 2020, before last cycle. The difference is we have yet to have another cycle. So I have plenty of exposure in this asset class, and I'm going to have to live with the consequences of my decisions, whether I'm right or wrong. If we get another cycle, people are going to be calling crypto holders geniuses, but we're not. We just took on risk and it worked out, just looking at the past. And if we don't get another cycle, we're called idiots, and that's just the name of the game. So I experienced 2017 and 2021's bull run, and like most, I'm waiting for another. So with everything I invest, if I have cash reserves that I can set aside and risk it, I will. If I don't, I'm just saving up until I can DCA again, and just simply waiting. Especially today, knowing how illiquid the market is, I know that it can change quickly, but if you have $500, $5,000, or 50 grand, instead of just entering all at once and betting that you're buying at the absolute bottom, dollar cost averaging is the way to go. And friendly reminder, that is never financial advice for anybody else. Everybody's going to do whatever they want, but that's how I personally handle it and how I treat my portfolio, or at least I try to. We'll finish up with two more things. This is shared by Good Morning Crypto. So we have Linda, the CEO over at X or Twitter, and we can see that X payments are coming soon and will launch in the United States first. So will X be adding crypto payments this year? That would be a really big piece of news. In a perfect world, we'd see a bull run, we'd see this news come out, and it'd be really exciting. We also have right here, shared by Watcher Guru, so a clip of billionaire Mark Cuban saying if Harris taxes unrealized gains that it will kill the stock market. I think taxing unrealized gains is the dumbest thing ever.
There's a whole bunch of folks in the Valley who I've been in touch with in the past week on this unrealized tax issue, gain issue, and where we've talked about, those who are taking loans against their unrealized stock, et cetera, et cetera. And then they say, well, if you start to tax that, we won't be able to make investments in startups. We won't be able to give money over to venture capitalists and private equity folks and other things like that. What's your feedback to that distinction? Because I wonder, once there's a critique of one, then of one policy, and you get rid of that policy, then of course it moves to the critique of the next version of it.
Well, of course, but okay. So what I told him was, if you tax unrealized gains, you're going to kill the stock market.
If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button and sharing your thoughts down below. As always, you can find all links, including resources for charting, trading bots, platforms, wallets, portfolio trackers, and exclusive discounts in my link tree at the top of the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.